Fawn
and Matt. We're an interracial couple with 2 kids wanting to do something that highlights the power of friendship and what it means to be in the company of true friends. We're going to move our society away and out of the loneliness epidemic and into a friendlier, happier world. Welcome to our friendly world. Better, stronger, together.
The gall. I can always tell when someone attacks
I'm sorry.
me.
Should I say I'm sorry right now?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
But I can, when someone's attacking me, I can always tell that they don't listen to the podcast.
Uh-oh.
So I got into
Altercation?
an altercation with the neighbor. It's like 6:30 in the morning
Yay!
because her very grown son, bearded son, will come to our mailbox, take all of our mail out of our mailbox, and start pounding the door like he's going to knock the door down, terrifying everybody in the house, and then hands us our mail or like drops it on the floor and
Yeah, because we ain't
away.
answering that door.
And runs away. And it's happened at least 4 times.
Right.
In the last 2 weeks. So 6:30 in the morning before I'm going to work, I'm like, I gotta calm myself down because honestly, like most of the times I feel like I need to center myself and I can't be around people. I know we have a friendship podcast. I saw her, I'm like, tell your son to stop pounding our door and going into our mailbox. It's a federal crime. It's a federal crime, right?
It is a federal crime.
So I'm like, stop it. And she's like, you're crazy. You're psycho. You are such a hypocrite. You and your podcast all about love and friendship. You're such a hypocrite. And she's screaming at me. Mind you, I did yell, tell your son not to, because I had called her. I called her very, very calmly and said, listen, your son keeps going into our mail, taking our mail, and then like rattling our door, like pounding on it. And she hung up on me as I was telling her this. So then, yeah, I was yelling at her. Like, I mean, I was from far away saying, stop, you know? So, but that's all I did. But then she went off, psycho, you're crazy. You're such a hypocrite. I'm like, instead of getting mad, I kind of started laughing to myself. I'm like, you obviously don't listen to our podcast because I'm not all about love and stuff. I talk about people like you, lady. Like how to make this world a friendlier place despite you is what I was thinking. But then I just put up my hands and I walked away from the situation. But
leaving me, thank you very much.
You know what? I did not ask you to come out.
You
Matt.
did not, but
I had it
things
under
were
control.
yelling.
I had it under control and you made things worse because then you walk out, you look all crazy. All I wanted her to know was I'm upset and this is the second time I'm warning you. But you come in and I'm like, Matt, I had already was leaving and then you come and you escalate the situation even more. And
Little old me?
Stop it, Matt. So no, sometimes I want you to back me up on stuff and you don't. And the times where I don't need you to, you make things worse. Like at the airport. Thank you. Don't do that. You make things worse, man. Driving me crazy. Anyway, so what does that have to do with our topic for today? Honestly, guys, I didn't even want to do an episode because I am just... It did get to me what she said a little bit not because of what she said, but I'm a little bit done with people at the moment and I need to collect myself. I'm not in the mood to call anyone. Like Virginia texted me twice yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I can't text back. I don't have it in me to talk to anyone right now because I'm on the verge of tears. I'm dealing with so many things, trying to take care of the kids with different things. I am maxed out. I don't even know how to talk to a friend or even text a friend at the moment. And I feel like when we get into situations like that, we have to totally honor it. Because really what it is rest. Even if I'm calling a dear, dear friend, texting a dear friend, it takes energy from me at this moment. And I don't have it. I need to cry. I can't even cry. I'm so upset I can't even cry, but I just need to be quiet. So I hope you all can understand that. Anyway, I think it's important to be still and not for a long time, but remove yourself from activities. What do you think?
Well, there certainly are those moments where it's important. I think I came to the conclusion a long time ago, like when I'm overloaded, I need to just change the channel. I don't necessarily need to stop, but I need to do something else. If I'm all in my head, I need to get all in my body. If I'm all in my head and my body, then I need to get into my spirit, and on and on and on. But just sorting things out, just changing things up. And so I didn't have a lot of bandwidth either, but it was like everything felt so serious that I needed levity. And so that was my shift. That was my getting out of my head, getting out of my own way as I shifted to humor.
When did you do that?
Well, for example,
I
no.
don't see anything funny happening.
Well, me texting Virginia.
Oh,
I
okay.
texted her a blurry photo because my camera on my phone wouldn't take a good picture. And so I was like, hey, I'm the greatest photographer ever, huh? And you can't even read what it says. So I took a picture of a sign. Can't read it. But that's just it. I need a chuckle. I need to give myself a chuckle when things are serious.
Yeah.
So again, just mixing things up. Yeah, because life is having this obnoxious habit of being way too serious for me right now.
Yeah. For a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of serious SH stuff going on right now.
Right.
I feel like our children are under attack. I think parents are under attack. There's a lot happening.
Mm-hmm.
And parenting right now is incredibly difficult for me personally. I'm doing my very best, but I mean, I'm crying most of the day, and I feel like I'm surrounded by people who don't know what they're talking about, and if they do, it's sinister. They are sinister, and they do not have our children's well-being in mind.
But again, it's also like where we focus our attention. Because I remember when everything was beyond serious for us. This would be when we left Washington State, for instance, and finding those moments of happiness, levity, and peace inside of that really stressful bubble.
I never did. And even when we were out of the danger,
Right.
I remember you're like, when we come out of this danger, I promise you, we're going to take a weekend and we're going to splurge and we're going to go somewhere nice for the weekend. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And we went to this vegan like spa that had vegan food and everything. It wasn't a spa. It was just like a hotel.
Vegan resort-ish, hotel-ish thing. Yes.
And and we couldn't afford it, but we did it anyway. And I remember I got a massage, and I was in such desperate need of comfort that the massage stressed me out. I remember I felt so beyond dizzy when I got up from the table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is worse than I felt before. Like sometimes when you're really stressed out and you relax, it's hard to get back into life.
Right. And
So,
that
like,
I understand.
it was that kind of
too.
situation, you know?
I totally understand that too. And sometimes, yeah, you're right. It's really hard to decompress or de-stress. And so for me, it's, again, not about de-stressing. It's about just channeling energy in a different place and just getting away from it for a minute, for 10 minutes, for half an hour.
I'm going to need examples of that because I've never been one that has been good at that. Like, even when I was working corporate jobs and I needed to take a break, I wouldn't take a break because it was so hard to come back from the break. I couldn't get into that awful groove again. It was hard.
Right.
You know, it was bad enough that I had to wake up super early, do everything I needed to do, and show up at the office. And then, like, to take a break and to get over that hurdle of, like, okay, I have to go back in again was so difficult that I was like, you know what? Let me just work all the way through. And unfortunately, I didn't eat. I didn't, like it.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely wearing. It was everything was making me worse. All the things, like not eating, not taking care of myself. And it wasn't because I was purposely not taking care of myself. I was just doing the best I could. And like, even with the screaming neighbor, for her son to come do that to us over and over again, and then for me to call her up and like pulling all my effort, all my energy into making sure my voice is very calm when I tell her, look, your son has been coming and going inside our mailbox, taking out all the mail. Like, I was explaining to her in this kind of tone, and she still hung
Right.
up. She hung up on me. So I'm like, okay, well, hopefully she gets it. I don't, but then it kept continuing. And then by the time I saw her at a moment where I was like, okay, it's 6:30 in the morning. I just want to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
I want to just walk, put my feet on the grass and take some breaths of fresh air, and then I see her. Like, I didn't have the capacity to collect anything. I had nothing to collect. So what came out was yelling. I told you to not have your son come out here and do this. And of course, immediately because she's not well, she just went nuts.
Right.
And her screams were echoing through the neighborhood, calling me a hypocrite, fraud, fake, love and friendship podcast. I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. And that's, how do we keep it friendly? How do we keep our world friendly when it isn't? And sometimes it's not. So I need examples, Matt. You're really good at it because you are good at saying, you're good at it until you're not. Then it really scares me. And then I have to pull everything together and go, okay, guys, let's go out for coffee. Because I know you love your coffee, or going to your coffee shop. Even though I'm the one who's like, guys, it's expensive. We've already spent this much this month. We can't do that. I'm like, okay, let's go to coffee. Even though I'm like, oh, God. You know what I'm saying? Or if there's a parade, I'm like, oh, look, Matt, there's a parade. Meanwhile, I can't stand parades. I cannot. I feel terrified of them. That and like fireworks, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's all the stuff Matt loves that terrify me. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Yay.
It's not all the stuff.
No, it's not all the stuff, but parades freak me out. You love good fireworks, right? For 4th of July and stuff.
Right.
Again, for me, is terrifying.
Flyover.
I'm sure. I was just going to say flyovers terrify me because I come from another country, and, usually if there are planes going over you like that, it's like, take cover right now kind of situation.
Right.
But, for you, it's like, oh, yay. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. I'm like a dog that needs one of those vests on to keep them calm. Like, during situations where everybody's like, yay, barbecue time. Let's explode some fireworks. Meanwhile, I'm like pulling it together, trying to be as calm as possible. But inside, I am screaming. You don't understand, Matt.
Oh, no, I absolutely do.
You do?
Yes. I do, actually.
I know you do.
And I've tried to mellow, but it's things like, I have a really boring meeting at work. I'm going to go spin during the entire meeting, and I'm just going to leave my microphone off. And if I need to talk, then I'm going to talk, and people are going to hear me go, during the meeting, if I have to talk. I don't care. I'm not turning on my camera, so you're not going to watch me bouncing. I had a VP at one job. She would always be on the treadmill during meetings.
Yeah, I want to say a lot of people do that, though.
It was freaky to see, though, because it's like you couldn't see that she was on the treadmill, but she bounced up and down the whole time as she was on the treadmill.
That's when you need to pull the camera back to explain to people without explaining what is happening.
She said what she was doing, but then
right.
But
if you come in and you didn't catch that
time, just a little bounce. It was weird. It's things like that. It's things like taking. I I have a spot, God bless it, that's like 5 minutes away. And so in a 10-minute span of time, I can walk there and back. And it turns out it's a shift, because I wouldn't say we live in the most like suburban of neighborhoods, but there's a river next door and there's a forest next door. So, wow, that's a nice thing to do, to just take a walk, get out of my own way, get out of my own headspace, just focus on step, 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 get me out of my head.
Yeah. I like that. You guys do that a few times a day,
Mhm.
meaning the whole family goes except for me. Because again, I'm like, if I take a break now, I'm like, I can't get back into what I was doing. It took me forever to reach where I am. And if I leave, I can't finish what I'm doing. And I'm doing 4 things at the same time. So to get back into that state of mind
Mm-hmm.
is hard for me. When you all go to bed and then I stay up, I finish everything up, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go watch a show because I just want to shift my complete, like, I want to get out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to listen to my thoughts. I just want to watch a show.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at something pretty, whatever it is. And most of the time that's my phone. I'm sorry, guys. I got an email. Most of the time, there's not even anything good on, and I end up watching the Home Shopping Network like an old person. But you know what? They have some really good things on there, and I learn a lot. No, hear me out. First of all, that's where I discovered Wolfgang Puck and some other people they took Wolfgang Puck out. But the first time I saw him was like some years ago on HSN. And I couldn't believe how hysterically funny everything was, because it was a disaster. Like, he just throws everything around. He's cutting himself. There's blood on his white chef's uniform. He's ordering everybody around. The things that come out of his mouth are so inappropriate. At first I thought it was
Saturday Night Live.
I thought it was an SNL skit. I really did.
Right.
And it turned out it was the
did
Home
feel that
Shopping
way.
Network. But then I got hooked, because if you look around, a lot of things we have is from the Home Shopping Network, like our vacuum cleaner, our thing that cleans the air purifier. Actually, we don't have that many things, but I can't believe I actually. Oh, the spinning thing, the bicycle. Yeah. Ooh, I really want. Sometimes they show this thing, the Pilates thing that they have. I want that. Anyway, I know it's not the healthiest choice, but I don't know. There you go. I don't know. That and talking to Wendy sometimes helps.
Mm-hmm.
Not sometimes. It helps all the time. That's me. Hello. I need to figure out other things, and I'll pass it along to you guys.
Right.
But like, I'm sure you all know better than I do how to shift your focus when things don't look good or you don't feel so great. How do you pull yourself out of things? Out of that things, as in, like, how do you pull yourself out of a negative loop?
Right. I kind of already went over that by taking walks and spinning and.
Yeah, but you said that on several episodes already. It's like, I'm
they
looking
work,
for something
They work
new.
really well.
Well, I'm glad they work for you, Matt. Taking the same walk, especially in this neighborhood, everyone is staring at you
That is true.
and looking at you. I want something else.
And honestly, I think that's one of the issues that I think as a society we're facing is we get so many quick dopamine hits out there in the world. It's hard for us to create our own, as you will. It's much easier to be passive and receive them. And yeah, you're right. I mean, I've taken that walk probably 100 times, more than 100 times by now, right? But it's always a little different. It's a different season. There's random things that happen in the neighborhood. There's random things to see. The river's always at a different level. So, things do change, but you have to be observant. You have to pay attention to them.
Okay. All right.
And the other thing is like, if I need to get to sleep and I'm having problems, I'll listen to a meditation.
You do?
I do.
What?
Stoic meditations.
Oh, God. What?
Yes.
How does that go?
They're really terrible.
What do they say?
Well, the problem
Life
with all,
sucks. Oh, well. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. Pray tell. How does a stoic meditation work?
Well, you have to understand your place in the universe. And you have to, haven't you ever heard one of those like meditations where you just kind of like, you like look at yourself from so far away and then further away and then further away and then further away? The problem is always the voice with them though, because they always try to be so, okay, now let's relax. And you're like, ah. So you're right. It can be a little vexing.
Yeah, it's that's vexing. Also, another thing that's vexing is the ones who tell you how all the stress you're feeling is going to cause this disease, that disease, and this other disease. And then it's like 10 minutes of this. It's like, this is stressing me out even more. Shut up. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what? I should just start our own thing with meditations. I mean, I am a licensed yoga instructor and I had the best classes. Half of the class of every class I taught is purely meditation anyway. So, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to start our own thing.
I see. You heard it here first, folks.
Because, I mean, just like friendship, right? How there are all these experts out there that say, oh, you're going to die from this heart attack or Alzheimer's, or it's worse than smoking how many packs a day if you don't have friends. It's like, thanks. Like, and then that's all they say. And they're like, okay, bye. They just leave you out there with even more stress. How is that helpful? And I think a lot of these meditations are kind of the same way. There's a huge hurdle to get over to actually get to the meditation. Yeah, it's a problem. I'm going to fix that.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds good.
All right. Are we, that's it for today?
I think so.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thank you for letting me vent about the neighbor. Seriously. Okay. Have a beautiful everyday, guys.
Be well.